using area models to multiply fractions. An area model may help you understand multiplication of fractions. Think about a unit square. In a unit square, each side has a measure of 1 unit. We're going to use this to help us multiply 1/2 times 1/3. We could split our horizontal side into 3 equal parts. Each vertical bar is 1/3 of the unit square. One bar is colored to represent 1/3. We could divide our colored 1/3 into 2 equal parts. But we only want 1/2 of the 1/3 piece. So let's outline that. How many parts is the whole? Does the uncolored half of the third give us a hint? Splitting the other 1/3 parts makes it easy to see that our unit square is split into 6 equal parts. Notice that splitting into 3 and then into 2 results in 3 times 2, which is equal to 6 equal parts. Remember, a fraction can be thought of as a part-to-whole relationship, where the numerator is the number of parts selected and the whole is the number of equal parts. 1/2 times 1/3 is equal to 1/2 of 1/3, which is equal to 1/6. And we have 1 of our equal parts selected out of 6 equal parts. Using our unit square again, let's multiply 1/2 times 2/3. We could split our horizontal side into 3 equal parts. Each vertical bar is 1/3 of the unit square. 2 bars are colored to represent 2/3. We could divide each of our colored 1/3 parts, our colored bars, into 2 equal parts. But we only want 1/2 of each of these 1/3 pieces. So again, we can outline them. So now this is the outline of the first 1/2 of the first third, and here I've included 1/2 of the second 1/3 part. How many parts is the whole? The uncolored halves of the thirds give us a hint. Splitting the other 1/3 part makes it easy to see that our unit square is split into 6 equal parts. Notice that splitting into 3 and then into 2 results in 3 times 2, or 6 equal parts. Remember, a fraction can be thought of as a part-to-whole relationship, where the numerator is the number of parts selected and the whole is the number of equal parts. 1/2 times 2/3 is equal to 1/2 of 2/3, which is equal to 2/6. We have 2 parts shaded out of 6 equal parts. Think about a unit square again. Each side has a measure of 1 unit, and we're going to use this to multiply 2/3 times 3/4. We could split our horizontal side into 4 equal parts. Each vertical bar is 1/4 of the unit square. 3 bars are colored to represent 3/4. We could split our vertical side into 3 equal parts. Notice that our whole is now split into 4 times 3, or 12 equal parts. We need 2/3 of each blue 1/4 bar. So let's outline that. And here I've outlined 2/3 of the first bar. And now I've outlined 2/3 of the first 2 bars. And now I've outlined 2/3 of the 3 shaded bars. Notice that we have 2 times 3, or 6 equal blue parts out of 3 times 4, or 12 total equal parts. 2/3 times 3/4 is equal to 2/3 of 3/4, which is equal to 6/12. Think about a unit square again. And still, each side has a measure of 1 unit. This time we're going to multiply 2/3 times 4/5. We could split our horizontal side into 5 equal parts. Each vertical bar is 1/5 of the unit square. 4 bars are colored to represent 4/5. We could split our horizontal side into 3 equal parts. Notice that our whole is now split into 5 times 3 or 15 equal parts. We need 2/3 of each purple 1/5 bar. So again, let's outline it. So here is 2/3 of the first bar. And now I'm adding to it 2/3 of the second bar, and 2/3 of the third bar, and 2/3 of the fourth bar. Notice that we have 2 times 4, which is equal to 8 equal purple parts out of 3 times 5 or 15 total equal parts. 2/3 times 4/5 is equal to 2/3 of 4/5, which is equal to 8/15. Generalizing, if A, B, C, and D are integers, and B is not equal to 0 and D is not equal to 0, then A over B times C over D is equal to A times C over B times D, which is equal to AC over BD. Think again about 2/3 times 4/5, and this time we're going to use the rule. 2/3 times 4/5, we need to multiply the numerators. A times C is 2 times 4 over the product of the denominators, 3 times 5, which are B and D. So we have 2 times 4, which is 8, over 3 times 5, which is 15. So 2/3 times 4/5 is equal to 8/15. That's what we got with our model. We can multiply fractions by just using the rule. If we look at 3/5 times 2/7, again, multiplying our numerators, A times C, we have 3 times 2. Multiplying our denominators, we have 5 times 7, which represent B times D. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 7 is 35. So 3/5 times 2/7 is equal to 6/35. If you want, you can check the answer by making the drawing. Notice that there are 5 times 7 equals 35 equal parts, and 3 times 2 or 6 of them have been selected. Thank you for watching.